The Trail of Tears is a dark chapter in American history that saw the forced relocation of thousands of Native Americans from their ancestral lands to designated territories in the West. This tragic event, which took place in the 1830s, resulted in the deaths of thousands of indigenous people and marked a significant loss of culture and heritage for many tribes. The Trail of Tears was a result of the Indian Removal Act of 1830, signed into law by President Andrew Jackson. This act authorized the federal government to negotiate treaties with Native American tribes in the southeastern United States to exchange their lands for territory west of the Mississippi River. While these treaties were supposed to be voluntary, many tribes were coerced or forced into signing them under duress. One of the most well-known episodes of the Trail of Tears was the forced removal of the Cherokee Nation from their homeland in Georgia to present-day Oklahoma. In 1838, thousands of Cherokee men, women, and children were rounded up by the U.S. military and forced to march over 1,000 miles to their new territory. The journey was arduous and treacherous, with many Cherokee dying from disease, starvation, and exposure along the way. It is estimated that up to 1/4 of the Cherokee population perished during the journey. The Trail of Tears was not limited to the Cherokee Nation. Other tribes, such as the Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creek, and Seminole, also faced forced removal from their lands. Each tribe experienced similar hardships and losses as they were uprooted from their homes and forced to relocate to unfamiliar territories. The Trail of Tears had devastating consequences for the Native American tribes involved. Many lost their lives, their homes, and their way of life. The forced relocation disrupted tribal communities and led to the loss of cultural traditions and knowledge that had been passed down for generations. The Trail of Tears also had long-lasting effects on the relationship between the U.S. government and Native American tribes. It shattered trust and reinforced the idea of Native Americans as inferior and expendable in the eyes of many white settlers. The legacy of the Trail of Tears continues to impact Native American communities today as they grapple with the intergenerational trauma and loss caused by this tragic event. The Trail of Tears was a dark and tragic chapter in American history that exemplifies the injustices faced by Native American tribes at the hands of the U.S. government. It serves as a reminder of the need to acknowledge and reckon with the past mistreatment of indigenous peoples and work towards healing and reconciliation.